Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives the Czech Senate President. The Sultanate and Japan sign a memorandum of military cooperation in Tokyo. And the Sultanate and the Czech Republic sign an agreement for air transport which allows operating flights between both countries' airports. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to His Excellency President Xi Jinping of China on the victims of the chemical factory explosion. His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Muhammad Abdul Hamid of Bangladesh on his country's Independence Day anniversary. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, received His Excellency Jaroslav Kubira, Czech Senate President, who is currently visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial talks and discussed the existing relations between the two countries. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council, His Excellency the Secretary General and Advisor to the Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, and the Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, and the delegation accompanying the guest. His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan, received His Excellency Ali bin Fahd Faleh Al Hajri, the Ambassador of Qatar accredited to the Sultanate. During the meeting, they exchanged cordial talks and discussed the existing relations between the two countries. The meeting was attended by His Excellency the Secretary General and Advisor to the Deputy Prime Minister for International Relations and Cooperation Affairs, and the Special Representative of His Majesty the Sultan. His Excellency Jaroslav Kubira, President, Czech Senate, hails efforts of His Majesty the Sultan on the stability of region and achieving international peace and security. During the official discussion session between the Sultanate and Czech Republic, both countries stressed on the necessity of activating a memorandum of understanding signed between them for cooperation development by holding joint exhibitions to introduce investment opportunities and incentives provided for investors. Both sides also reviewed aspects of cooperation and means of enhancing them so as to serve their mutual concerns. His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council, who led the Omani side in the session, praised the discussions which gathered both countries in Czech Republic last April, stressing that their results started by signing a number of agreements in the fields of tax exemptions and encouraging investment protection and air transport. From his side, His Excellency the Czech Senate President stressed on the importance of inaugurating an embassy for his country in the Sultanate, clarifying that there is a number of fields of bilateral cooperation that can be developed, namely economic, scientific, health, renewable energy and environment, in addition to parliamentary cooperation. His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council, received in his office at the Council's premises His Excellency Jaroslav Kubira, Czech Senate President, where he expressed his aspiration that this visit will achieve its goals. His Excellency the Czech Senate President pointed out that his country pays great attention to develop cooperation between both countries. Both sides reviewed a documentary show of Shura March development in the Sultanate and introduced the State Council and its work mechanism. Reviewing existing relations between the Sultanate and the Czech Republic, discussed means of enhancing them in various fields and serving the mutual interests, topped the discussion of His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, while meeting His Excellency Jaroslav Kubira, Czech Senate President. The meeting reviewed a number of regional and international issues of common concern and exchanged viewpoints towards them, where both sides stressed on the importance of dialogue and cooperation to find solutions for various issues and support all means that would enhance peace, security and stability in the region and the world in general. The Sultanate and the Czech Republic signed an air transport agreement based on the open airspace that allow aviation companies affiliated to both countries to operate any number of flights between the Sultanate and Czech Republic through points beyond the two countries. The agreement led to attract Czech aviation companies to operate to the Sultanate directly or through code-sharing system with other countries' airlines. The agreement was signed from the Sultanate's side by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Nasser al-Za'abi, Chief Executive Officer of the Public Authority for Civil Aviation, and from Czech side by His Excellency Rajo Kajau, Ambassador of the Czech Republic accredited to the Sultanate. And on the sideline of his visit to the Sultanate, His Excellency Jaroslav Kubira, Czech Senate President, inaugurated a photography exhibition on the occasion of the 30th anniversary of the Czech Republic's independence. The inauguration of the exhibition came in the presence of His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council, and a number of honorable members of the Council, besides members of the Czech Senate and His Excellency the Czech Ambassador accredited to the Sultanate. The Sultanate and Japan signed a memorandum on military cooperation between the two countries. From the Omani side, it was signed by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harab al-Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs. And from the Japanese side, it was signed by His Excellency Takeshi Iwawa, Minister of Defense in Japan. The memorandum came within the framework to enhance the existing cooperation between both countries so as to serve their joint interests. After signing, an official session of talks was held between the two defense ministers, where they reviewed a number of matters of common concern. His Excellency the Minister responsible for Defense Affairs also met His Excellency Kentaro Sonora, advisor to the Prime Minister of Japan. Their meeting focused on the good relations between the two countries as they exchanged points of views of matters of joint concern. The Royal Army of Oman, represented by Jebel or Mountain Regiment, concluded the joint drill Success 2 conducted with forces from the Indian Army. The drill was implemented by training units to fight on mountainous areas by the Mountain Regiment in the Wilaya of Nizwa. The drill was held under the patronage of Major General Matar bin Salim al-Blushi, Commander of the Royal Army of Oman. The drill aimed to uplift the efficiency of the participants and improve their leadership and field skills. It as well aimed to exchange military experiences with the Indian forces. On the sideline of the exercise, the commander of the Royal Army of Oman received Major General Anil Kumar, commander of the Mountain Regiment in the Indian Army. During the meeting, the two sides discussed a number of military topics of mutual concern. The members of the Shura Council continued today their discussions with the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources statement of its future prospects and development directions for the sector. His Excellency Ahmed bin Abdullah Shahi, Minister of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources, stressed that the value of completed projects reached more than 900 million Omani riyals, while clarifying that the ministry continues to complete its services according to financial approvals. Shura Council members called for the rapid paving of the internal road network in some areas and the facilitation of licensing procedures, including the drilling of water wells, in addition to increasing the number of slaughterhouses, constructing water dams, and benefiting from available water resources. The session was chaired by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. The Institute of Capability Development held a ceremony to mark the graduation of 200 employees working in the Diwan of Royal Court. The employees enrolled in a program entitled E-Security Awareness, which aimed to provide participants with skills and experiences in the field of information security. The program, which lasted for 6 months, covered a number of topics like the importance of working to face challenges related to information security and keeping pace with substantial development being witnessed by social media. The program also focused on how to tackle the hacking and blackmailing phenomenon. The program also acquainted participants with the training experiences of a number of leading public and private institutions in the country. Still to come in our news bulletin. The University of Nizwa marks the graduation of the 11th batch of its students.
Why is competition good for businesses? Businesses compete in things like price, quality and service to win new customers who could be other businesses as well as consumers. Being competitive can mean more customers choose you rather than your rivals. But when businesses collude and don't compete, this can lower down the quality and service and the consumers paying more than they should. This is an unlawful practice and can stop consumers from getting more options on goods and services with better quality and better prices. That's why the Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Law was issued to regulate the freedom of practicing any economic activities and stabilize the principles of the market rules and freedom of pricing in such manner that the same shall not restrict competition, prevent the same or be negatively affected, thereby to benefit consumers, businesses and the national economy. Breaching any of the law's clauses could lead to prison sentences and fines up to 100,000 Omani Riyals. The punishment can also include paying 10% of the total annual sales of the products subject of the violation, as well as damage to the business's reputation. Help us in preventing anti-competitive activities by contacting the following numbers. And to know more about the law and the prohibited activities, please visit our website www.cmc.om. Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Center.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The second Forum of Health Research organized by the Studies and Research Center at the Directorate General of Planning and Studies at the Ministry of Health was held under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Muhammad Al-Sarmi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, in the presence of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Talib Al-Hinai, Under Secretary for Planning Affairs at the Ministry of Health. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i.
The second Health Research Forum witnessed 150 researchers and those interested in health researches from the Ministry of Health, other ministries and sectors in the Sultan who participated in today's function. The forum aimed to promote scientific research, support the researchers through honoring the staff interested in conducting health researches and publishing it, as well as activating the research climate to upgrade the health researchers. Dr. Adra Al-Ma'uliya, Director of Studies and Research Centers, pointed out that the Ministry of Health had demonstrated or is demonstrating a significant interest in health researches for its important and effective role in enhancing the health system and services. She added that the ministry's endeavor to improve the quality of health services implemented in its health and education institutions developed the series and practical plans to improve the capacity of researchers in the ministry. In addition, the ministry established a national structure to support scientific and research efforts. It's worth mentioning that the Studies and Research Center has developed a roadmap for scientific research for the ministry through preparing the strategic study of Health Researchers 2050. The forum included honoring the winners of the best health research have announced, where Dr. Faisal Al-Ismaili and his team got the first place, followed by Dr. Sulaiman Al-Musharafi and his team in the second place, then Dr. Ammar Al-Kashmiri and his team won the third place. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The Ministry of Environment and Climate Affairs, in cooperation with the Secretary General of the GCC, organized in Muscat a workshop of the Gulf work to prepare for the 6th National Report for Biodiversity. A number of experts and specialists from the GCC countries took part in the workshop and presented their experiences to prepare the Biodiversity Report, which is considered one of the important tools to evaluate the achievements of the concerned parties. To promote the capacity of the private sector companies in human resources management, the workshop on making the private sector more attractive was held in Muscat today. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
Introducing the new standards of the Card of Excellence and ways to obtain it topped the discussions of the workshop, making the private sector more attractive, which is one of the employment initiatives within Tanfidh program.
The main objective is to enhance the attractiveness of the private sector for the national workforce. We have devised a system whereby there are criteria with pointed and weighted, and companies that achieve a certain level are given this green card, which gives them many benefits and prerogatives when dealing with the Ministry of Manpower and other government authorities. We hope that the 24,000 companies that we are addressing and targeting would join the scheme in order to add and enhance the attractiveness and employ more national workforce in the private sector.
The seminar reviewed the features of the Card of Excellence to promote the capacity of private sector companies in human resources management and enable them improve quality, boost workers' productivity, and enhance working environment to be more attractive to the national workforce.
And this particular program is to help raise the standards of human resource management within companies. Human resource is one of the most important resources. It's the intelligent resource. It's the resource that is innovative into the company and the productive in the company. And therefore, its management is very important. And this particular initiative within the Tanfidh is to help elevate the standard and create a base minimum standard from where the companies can actually grow and improve the best practices in human resource management.
The Ministry of Manpower approved last April the criteria for measuring work environment and the standards for obtaining Card of Excellence to first-class and higher establishments, which enables them to complete their transactions in a faster way. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Some 27 projects and a number of scientific studies related to environmental and technological fields were reviewed during the 17th Scientific Festival at Sultan Qaboos University. The event, which coincided with the first edition of Ideathon competition, sought to shed light on efforts exerted in encouraging students to further involve in joint scientific projects and develop their capabilities in the fields of research and sciences outside their study fields. The one-week festival included many scientific programs and events that aim to serve the economic and industrial fields in the Sultanate through creating new technological solutions. The Mazoon Dairy Company trademark was inaugurated during a ceremony held at Oman Convention and Exhibition Center under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Kamil bin Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed. It is worth mentioning that the company's priority is to provide a number of job opportunities for Omanis, as well as providing investment opportunities for small and medium-sized enterprises, in addition to contributing in economic diversification. During the upcoming few months of this year, the products of Mazoon Company will be available on the local level and markets outside the country. The Career and Training Opportunities Fair started at the Middle East College. It was organized by the college and in cooperation with Madayan to showcase the work and training opportunities available to students in the labor market. Around 20 government and private institutions in various fields took part in the fair. The event was accompanied by a number of discussion sessions as well as lectures on skills necessary to join the labor market. It came to offer various jobs and training opportunities to college students so as to help them choose the best specialization required in the labor market. The results of the Facts for Life book competition for the academic year 2016-2017 were released in a ceremony held at Oman College of Health Science under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Darwish bin Saif al-Muharbi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Administrative and Financial Affairs. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai.
In the presence of a number of officials from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Health, the College of Health Sciences witnessed a ceremony to honor winners of the Facts for Life book competition for the academic year 2016-2017. This was the outcome of the research work submitted by 10,920 students out of 43,117 students in the 10th grade. The Minister of Health Under-Secretary for Administration and Finance honored the winners in the competition, including the students in the governorate, schools, principals, teachers, doctors and nurses. Al-Dhahira Governorate got the first place at the level of governorate, followed by North Al-Sharqiya Governorate in the second place, then South Al-Batin in the third place, while North Al-Batina got the fourth place. As for the outstanding students participating in the competition at the level of the Sultanate, the results were as follows. Hafsa Sulaiman Al-Farisiya from Asma bint Amis Schools for Basic Education in Al-Dhahira Governorate ranked the first place for her research titled The Relation Between Chronic Diseases and Arterial Heart Disease. The student Tasneem Al-Fatih from Asma bint Harith School for Basic Education in North Al-Batin Governorate got the second place for her research, Premarital Medical Checkup, and Abrar bint Hamad Al-Barwaniya from Sumayya School for Basic Education in the North Al-Sharqiya Governorate came in the third place for her research, Down Syndrome. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
The University of Nizwa held a ceremony to mark the graduation of the 11th batch of its students. The event was presided over by His Excellency Muhammad bin Salim Al-Toubi, Minister of Environment and Climate Affairs. More details at the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
In an evening full of joy and excitement, 1,475 students graduated from the University of Nizwa, marking the 11th batch of graduates holding master's, bachelor and diploma degrees.
Today it's a very important day for me because I graduated after many years of study and greatness. I would like to thank University of Nizwa, my family and everyone who support me.
Today is a very special day for me because I'm feeling so excited. It's feel like I'm going to be rewarded for all the hard work I did in all these years, and it's a good opportunity to study in the university like Nizwa University because it gives you good platform for the future.
This happy occasion marks the celebration of achievement for these proud graduates after years of hard work and dedication. Now they are rolling up their sleeves to take part in the development of this beloved country.
I'm so proud and pleased in this moment. It was an amazing 5 years of my life. I'm never going to forget these days. I'm so grateful to God to give me this opportunity, and sure for my great family for their support and love. And of course, I'm so thankful for Nizwa University and for each doctor have a hand in my success.
Today it's really nice being here. We all are graduating. The atmosphere is amazing and I'm really feeling proud. And it's been so great to be here, and I wish all the graduates a successful life in the future.
I am so happy today. Today is a success that I would like to dedicate to my family and friends and all the professors that helped us reach this point. There is no feeling in the world that can describe what I feel right now, and I'm so thankful for everything.
The University of Nizwa has been keen to enable its students acquire essential knowledge and sciences, providing them with a diverse set of required skills and values. From the University of Nizwa, Saleh Mukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the northern governorates. Dust-raising winds are expected over the desert and open areas with chances of low clouds late at night and early morning. Over the governorates of South Sharqiya, Wusta and Dhofar, winds will be southeasterly, light to moderate, occasionally active. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. Assigned by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid As'ad bin Tariq Al Saeed receives the Czech Senate President. The Sultanate and Japan sign a memorandum of military cooperation in Tokyo. And the Sultanate and the Czech Republic sign an agreement for air transport which allows operating flights between both countries' airports. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.